Finally, the day before the big event that everyone is looking forward to has come. It will also be live streamed, so you guys should probably watch it. Tether is right. I mean, Tether is already having a party. The news for tomorrow is already being leaked early. Guys, Tether just made 2 billion UST on Ethereum today. Okay, here's a billion. Then here's 1 more billion. So September 16th, which is today, a day before the outside event, happens, right? What are they getting ready for? For most people, this means 3 days after getting shot. I think they printed another billion just yesterday or the day before. Yes? I told you they couldn't stop. This either means that a crazy pump is right around the corner. It's almost here. Or 2, they're making prints. It doesn't dump as hard if there is a sell-off. It's strong either way. Guys, this is really crazy. A message or alert for Tether in case of an emergency. You guys might as well print 100 billion, right? We know how to play. Print 100 billion at once. For those who don't believe me, cons do it every day, right? Yes, one after the other, and just let it fly. At this point, just let it fly, right? Because we know how to play. Most people don't know what's going on because Tether just let itself be seen. Get up. Bitcoin and other markets that don't have a lot of cash are easy to manipulate. This was put up on December 5th, 2012. This is also my first time seeing it. The point is to get people's attention by getting a lot of it. Well, once this gets people's attention, they'll start buying more and more to join the crowd, right? The fear of missing out, or FOMO, makes them try not to miss a train. We now know that this is what the people who run the market did, right? That's right, this is just lies. Knowing how rat will act, guys, they take advantage of it, right? The main one being Tether. What we should need and hope for is a slow rise of, say, 1% to 2% per week, because more people are adopting Bitcoin, and buyer demand is slightly higher than buyer supply. This was a quote from this person, LOL. I had no idea that exchange owners read this mostly trollish speculation site. Could you get a Willy bot and get us to 10,000? Working on it right now. Is that really from the Us.Thankx team? By the way, Us.Thankx is linked to Tether. Okay, they're linked to Tether. Okay, guys, this is very clear. Okay, as clear as day that they're still making coins, right? Go ahead and print about 100 billion today for the news tomorrow, right? Okay, let's just moon it. Let's just moon it. In spite of this, Ripple is very good at advertising. Okay, but it's clear that they have their own use. They don't have to really sell because the utility speaks for itself, right? To get something from Ripple. What is the real use of a safe coin? The infrastructure. Check out what they say here. This is so funny. There are different kinds of stable coins. Why building things is more important than making noise. Not every stable coin is the same. You guys are shooting at Tether. We know why Tether is a mess, but RLC isn't, okay? What does it take to start a stable coin? Read what they have to say. When you release a stable coin, you have to deal with things like compliance, liquidity, funding, risk management, and being able to work with other coins. To release a stable coin, the reserves must be clear and easy to check, and regulations must be strictly in line with standards. This is necessary to build trust and ensure long-term usage. Guys, all you have to do is read this one line. Okay, your stablecoin needs to have funds set aside for it. It needs to be checked out. Okay, this Tether thing is a no-go. Tether doesn't agree with this at all, but Ripple says, hey, we're telling the truth here, right? So they release this when there's Tether guys news, which is great. So that's where it all ends. Guys, Tether is having a big party right now, and they're happy, right? They have a lot of books to make, but guess who else is about to be? Tomorrow, it's supposed to be turned on by the Federal Reserve. The FMC will hold a live news conference tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you could watch this live tomorrow. The time has been set for 2:30 p.m. A lot of people are going to be there. There are puppets that run the system, and the people who work with them will be paying for this conference and all that. That means it will be very important. And once they start cutting, they'll print a lot of them, which will then be enabled like Tether, okay? This is a site that QE gives guys before they go on a huge spree. That means I think it will be live here. Okay, to be fair, the economy looks terrible when I look at the numbers, right? It looks terrible. If prices are going up and interest rates are high, then what's the point? Even though the jobless rate is also going through the roof. I don't know, but tomorrow the FOMC predicts that the rate will be lowered by 25 basis points. All of these other banks agree, and institutions are calling for a 50 basis point rate cut. Standard Chartered and Society General are calling for a white swan rate cut. It's interesting that no one has said for sure if that's a to hold, right? There is no one saying it, but everyone agrees on a 25 basis point rate cut, which must mean they're going to do it, right? There's a 99.9% chance. Pretty much certainly they will. There is a very small chance that they won't. Okay, the markets will go up. Update. There is now a 95% chance that the Fed will cut rates by 25 basis points tomorrow. This betting market says that the Koshi Fed will decide in September to cut rates by 25 basis points, which is 95%. Then we got 95%, 25 basis points for Polymarket, right? The store is hoping that they will also cut prices. Okay. Okay, so everyone is betting that they will cut, which is great. There are two ways of thinking about tomorrow now. It's possible that the Fed will lower rates by 25 basis points. You either think they are cutting into an already weak economy, which isn't news, or you think they are cutting because the job market is getting worse, which isn't news when wages are going up. I believe they are hurting an already weak economy. What will it be like? I still think something big is going to happen, like a black swan. It's not likely to happen just yet, but most likely sooner rather than later. In general, lower interest rates are good news for investors. It would feel like an algorithm would tell us to sell the news, even if Powell gives us a bullish cut, which would turn out to be a chance to buy the dip. Okay, in other words, whales already do it. Someone bought Bitcoin for $680 million. Was that the Tether? Who has this much cash? Okay, let us be honest. As well as liquid.